Hello, happy, healthy, most vibrant, and authentic divine creatures. So, this is in the energy today, okay? So, if you feel like you are being followed, really pay attention. And this could be someone named Crystal that's behind all of this, okay? For some of you, that may be your therapist. Take how that resonates. For others of you, that may be your neighbor, your coworker, your employee, a very, you know, they had a high status in their community before Divine Collective came in. Okay, yeah, and now they're blocking or attempting to block. I just saw the block card right now. They're attempting to block the divine from their path, okay? I'm getting schmacking and kidnapping and all that stuff in the air as well, pertaining to do with, horse and buggy. If you know, you know. Being exposed. Exposure on a Sunday. I'm getting Sunday. And someone saying you were so right. And they're super proud of you for sticking to your truth. Storms of creation. So the divine is coming in and intervening. Okay, natural disasters are coming in. They're here already. So, spicy hot tamale, break the silence. Yeah, so it's like the divine is finally breaking the silence, and this storm, whether it be a literal storm or, an internal storm for others that they actually have to face, the music that they've been creating off of blood money. And this could be a writer, okay? And you are passing your initiation, okay? You've passed your initiation. They took the bait. Yes, there's your confirmation. See. Keeping up with your affirmations and prayers, right? That's what's keeping you grounded, centered throughout all of this runner-chaser dynamic, okay? But you're not really running. You're just being. You're standing in your confidence. Thank you, Spirit. Just a PSA for you ladies out there as well. Don't forget to wipe down your door handles and your trunk handle and, anything that you touch at when you leave your vehicle. Don't forget to wipe those things before you actually open them, okay? Yeah, I analyze. So someone's watching how you analyze the steps, right? Because you've been in this before. And so, now you know what to do. God was just preparing you for this, for different levels, different devils, okay? Perfectionist, serving, and analytical. So we have Virgo. This could be a Virgo too that I'm talking about, or they have Virgo heavy in their charts, okay? But they've been analyzing you, and they think that they knew how your mind works by now, but that's what they get for thinking or for analyzing, I guess, and not actually living it, okay? Imposters, imposters. Jealous of the way you heal yourself and community, yep. And this person may have even given you clothes and given you things and enticed you. It was probably missing people's clothes, to be honest with you, or it was markers for them to pick up on you, to follow you, to track you. They may even have trackers in your clothes, to be honest with you. Limitless potential. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Confirmation. Limitless potential on how they are tracking you. Nervous system, and they're nervous. And you feel their nerves, Divine Collective. You feel their nerves, okay? You're waking up to it, and they're just they're, what is it? Teeth gnashing? Yeah, getting creative. They see how creative you are, and they don't have that. They're not tapped in, tuned in, and turned on with the divine. That's what they're missing. Forgiveness above all is for one's own salvation. And that's going in the reverse. So I feel like they have a hard time forgiving everything that they've done, and they feel like their God complex is so far gone that they can't be forgiven, okay? So they're doing all this instead. Removing fear entirely, indefinitely, right? And allow love to light the way. This person has not found that, okay? They don't know that, but you, divine, are walking in the light. Okay, walk in the light, and you'll be all right. And I see a podcast and this coming out in the news and a podcast coming out about this. So whether you're co-creating a podcast or you're going to be on one or a TED Talk, I'm seeing lights, I'm seeing cameras, I'm seeing people feeling the divine, feeling like, is this real? Is this real? Pinch me. Am I really here? Did I do help with this? Or, you're going to be in disbelief yourself. This is sticking out again. So some of you may even be holding on to a specific gem that's helping you through this, and you're, putting the energy through it and to it. Okay, don't forget to cleanse those and ground those with alkaline water, running water, or just, put them on the grass and the dirt and the sun and let them soak. Okay, during this downgrade. Yeah, someone took a self-reflection and realized that this is a downgrade, that what they're doing is a downgrade because they're going against a multi-dimensional, multifaceted being that's protected heavily by the divine. Okay? Their hunger turned into desperation. They didn't like how confident you were. And they had a God complex, divination magic, okay? And all along they're doing domination magic. Spirit saying go ground in nature. A lot more downloads came through to you if you're watching this and this resonates for you in the last 2 hours, okay? And Spirit's letting you know, go get your feet in some running water or go and get in some grass, okay? And ancestors say it's okay to celebrate now. So what's done is done, okay? Newfound hobbies to enjoy. So I'm really seeing a camera reel, old ones, So someone's in the film industry somehow. And they really enjoy this. And screenwriter, screenplay. And they add maybe even a science fiction novel, with their innate abilities as well. So that balance of mysticism with science, okay? On a new moon cycle. What else, Spirit? I'm being guided to get this deck. There can also be an Aquarius that's involved. Or your soul trine knows that your 11th house has been attacked. Okay? Your social groups, your interactions, they know that you've been isolated from this abuse and from this, demon time just running its course, really. And you see how this ends. You know how this goes. So you're just standing in your peace and you're just waiting for it to be done. Waiting but not waiting. Because you're a true world leader and people will see this, okay? Something to do with a same-sex relationship. So I feel like that's not a couple. This is someone that was, a therapist working against you with a doctor and they're both the same sex, or a therapist working against you with your own boss, okay, at work, and seeking to, they just don't like how you heal, okay, and it all has to do with something about an uncle. So it's just follow the money and you'll follow the truth. That's just how it goes. So an uncle could have potentially paid these people off, or there's an uncle in the energy that's in a same-sex relationship. And you're just not giving away your position, right? A magician never reveals their secrets, and this is what you're standing in right now. So people can't figure that out. They cannot figure it out because you look one way, but the energy around you says different, and you're just like, yeah, I feel it. And doorknob. They're all a bunch of doorknobs. That's why. And you're a paperclip. You're resourceful. You can use your smarts for so many different things. Yep, your spiritual awareness and experience, plus your psychic abilities with your intuition. So you have a Pisces in the energy that's praying for you, okay? For you to obtain this life purpose fulfillment. I think they're starting to see the day of light. They're starting to see what their actions got them, and you know, they're becoming a prayer warrior out of this. Someone didn't take the bait, so they're saying they didn't take the bait this time. In country music. So maybe someone could have been bribed or something at a concert, or they were exposed, okay? Or this could be even a country singer that is in the mix of all of this. We got boogie on down. So Spirit's saying it's time to go. Boogie. Get to boogie. Because this heat wave solar flash is right behind you. They're bringing the heat. But little do they know it's just legal issues for them. Or there is a Sagittarius in the energy as well. Okay? Jupiter. Jupiter orbiting. I'm seeing like legal issues orbiting around the planet Jupiter. So someone has Jupiter a lot in their chart, okay, you guys? A lot. Heavy in their, and possibly even in their 9th house, where it's like, this could be you, collective, or this could be the ops as well. But I'm picking up more of the collective because of the curiosity and the long range travel. So someone's curious on how you travel, how you afford to travel so often. And then someone else is saying, take that leap with me, because they feel you drifting, and they can show you better than they can tell you, because they authentically admire you. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. Keep trying. Death spell. Controversy. Yeah, you guys, this is pertaining to a Virgo. So this Virgo is, they don't want to stop coming after you, okay? They don't want to stop coming after you. And they have ties to this community very heavily. And you know exactly who I'm talking about because you're imagining them right now. You're seeing them, or you see their name in your head. And someone's saying they've changed their player ways, and it's caused a controversy. Okay? So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how this is going to pan out, you guys. This is going to pan out. But I do feel like there's a lot of prayers being sent your way for you to succeed, okay, you guys, because now people are finally waking up. Before, you know, they were just like, oh, this person's batshit. They don't know what the hell. Like, they need to be on medication. You know, they were saying all kinds of things, right? And little did they know it was that judgment that they were placing upon you, you know, putting you in judgment in the spirit this whole time, had you tied up, okay? And that's what the ops wanted. They wanted you to, you know, your heart to just stop. So some of you could have been even been fed, you know, actual stuff to unalive you that's odorless and tasteless, okay? And this could be ongoing in small dosages, so be careful where you're eating and who you're taking food from, okay? Especially organizations, cults, and covens that are in place to protect the members of society. You know, really pay attention, you guys, okay? Much love, one love.